Today we are talking Last Chance U series review because they've done 5 seasons of football and they decided to move on to basketball, so I decided to do a review about it. Let's talk about it. So Last Chance U follows a JUCO football team, and JUCO football has some of the best talent in the world. They just, for some reason, couldn't have the grades, did stupid decisions, or didn't get recruited properly. So that's the biggest problem with all this, is because a bunch of players have great talent but just kind of mess up. So this is kind of like their last chance. That's why it's called Last Chance U, because they have nowhere else to go. So the first 2 seasons are in Mississippi, and it's coached by Buddy Stevens, who is a world-renowned national champion in the JUCO league. He's the best coach in JUCO history, or so he called himself. So he has won multiple national championships and is a great coach. His get paid's a good bit, and he makes a lot of money and very successful at what he does. So you follow him and you get to see the inside of what makes a championship team and what a championship coach would do. Seasons 2 through 4 followed Jason Brown, who is a lunatic, but he's a fantastic recruiter and can get some of the best talent on his team. The biggest problem was he cannot get use out of them because he's a great recruiter, not a fantastic coach. He could get every player on the field. It doesn't matter if you can get them on the field, it doesn't matter what you can do with them on the field, and he really struggles with that. The last coach they follow for season 5 is Coach Beam. He is a 40-year-old veteran. He has been coaching for many years, and he decides that he needs to go to this JUCO, and he coaches, and he wins the national championship the year before the season starts. And so it's very interesting watching him because he is a very old school person, but he believes it the right way. And it's interesting because they have new equipment and they get new stuff, and as he says, he babies them, and you get to see how he feels about that, because he doesn't believe that you should baby them and it's making them soft, and he believes that is the problem with them not winning as many games. So first thing I have to say about this show really is just the show is not for everyone. I love this show. It's personally one of my favorite shows for the sole reason of I love football and I love shows. And so Netflix following around a football team, and these are real people with real stories, and you get emotionally attached to these people. It really reaches out to me, and I really enjoy that, and I find that interesting. But people like my brother, I have talked to him about it, and I've been trying to get him to watch it. He has seen 1 episode, and he says, I love the characters in it, but I personally do not care about the football, and the football is a big part of it, because most of these people believe football is all they have, and so they're trying to chase that career as much as they can. So the good about this, as I said, is the people, because you get, like, even the coaches, you're like, oh, that's interesting, I like this coach, I don't like this coach, I like this coach, I don't like this coach. And so you get the coaches and the players, because the players have interesting stories and you want to root for them and hope for the best. And so you really like cheer and hope they make it in real life. And the best part of the show is once the show is over, their story doesn't stop. So like I personally have been keeping up with players from season 1 because some are in the NFL. And so you get to see like, oh, what happened to them? Oh, are they still in the NFL? Do they still play football? Are they good? And so that's the best part about this. It's kind of like when you watch college football. If you're a college football fan, you will see your players go to the NFL, and you will be interested and you will want to keep track with them. The biggest problem with this is sometimes it's ridiculous. Like they do stupid things that almost enrage you, but it is a documentary, so 100% of it is true. So they just follow around and they show what they do, and it kind of will make you mad for the sole reason of, because some coaches, I'm not going to name it just in case you'll count as a spoiler, but will just end up yelling at people and do things that no person should do, calling people names that they should not call them. So if you're a very sensitive person like that, this may not be the show for you, because people get called names that may be seen as offensive, and they even address it in the show. But overall, I actually think this is a really good show. It is possibly my favorite Netflix original because it is perfect for me. I love football. I have 2 passions in life, and that is football and that is talking movies. So this kind of brought them together, and so I really enjoyed that. And so I've enjoyed this series so far, and I'm interested what they do with basketball, because it's not going to be the same thing. Because with football, they would sometimes follow bench players who had great stories. With basketball, they don't have as many options, so they need to really dive in and find the great stories and find the great athletes. I am excited for the basketball just for the sole reason of, if they want to, one person can change the whole game. Unlike football, where it is a team sport, basketball is a team sport, but one person can score 50 points, and that it can be a big game changer. So I'm going to do an official ranking of the seasons, and my favorite is the first season, and my second favorite is the 3rd season because it was interesting and it kind of shook things up. And then my third favorite is the 5th season because, again, it shows a different perspective. And my fourth favorite is season 2. I just didn't care about the characters as much and the people, and that's the biggest part of the show. You have to care for the people. And then for fifth and dead last, it is still good, is season 4. It's because I really enjoyed season 3 so much, and then the final 3 episodes of season 3 will really hurt you. And so that, it would just make you feel stupid and go, man, he's stupid, man, this person's stupid, and almost make you mad that you were rooting for them the entire season. Another great thing that Last Chance U has done is it actually does show the perspective they're in, like the situation, like what they see life as and why they see it that way. Because in the first 2 seasons, they have college dorms and they live on campus and they live, breathe football. Well, in the last season, they don't. It is that simple. They have to live off campus. Some people have to drive 2 hours to get there. Person says he wakes up 3 hours early and runs to practice. And so it just shows the difference, because not every JUCO can say, hey, everyone stay on campus. This one's, you have to live off campus and you have to make your own ways. And it just shows the drive and passion out of everyone just by either they're sacrificing moving across the country, or some live near, but they're driving long distance or running long distance to chase their dreams. That's the end of this video. I just want to say, have you seen Last Chance U? What do you think about it? Tell me what you think about it. Leave in the comments. And like always, I am Caleb Hanley, and goodbye.